Cavies, on this episode of Barbie and the Caveman, we're gonna make something delicious and a little unexpected. So I have started to carve the pumpkin that I painted for the pumpkin competition at my school, and I won, yay! Thanks to all the kids that voted for me, yay. But now it's time to cut it up, roast it up, and not miss a single second of that wonderful fall flavor that comes from a really greatly roasted pumpkin. So I'm gonna show you that. So these just came out, and these are the ones that are done. They are nicely dehydrated. They are. They're a little crunchy around the edges, and they are ready. They're nice and sweet, and a little bit of salty. They're not as sweet, of course, as a pie pumpkin, but they're wonderful to mix with, of course, fall vegetables, other types of squash, farro. Oh, just so many different uses for a wonderful roasted pumpkin. So stay tuned. Hey Cavies, I'm back, and I have been roasting that pumpkin. Now, let me show you. Oh yeah, that is an entire roasted pumpkin. So I sure hope you didn't throw your Halloween pumpkin away. I hope you've been roasting away. Now, the difference in the other pumpkin is it is a pie pumpkin, which looks like this, instead of a large carving pumpkin. Now, there's a lot of differences, of course. The large carving pumpkin is much denser, of course, it's much larger, and it does have a different texture. It's a much tougher texture. That's why, of course, you have to spend a lot of time roasting it. Oof, I can kind of get down in there. And once it really hits the pan, it caramelizes at really high temperatures. So I roasted at 425 for like 45 minutes, like a long time. All I do is put a little salt on it, a little bit of cooking spray, just olive oil cooking spray, and some cinnamon. That's it. And roast and roast and roast and roast and roast and roast and roast. So then I get to the pie pumpkin. Now, one pie pumpkin will make only one pan. You see it's still dirty from the pumpkin I just pulled out of the oven. One pan, that's it. A carving pumpkin will make probably 10 pans, but it's not gonna be as sweet. Now, can you use a carving pumpkin to make pie? Yes, of course you can. You're gonna have to add a lot more sugar and probably a little molasses to get that really nice oaky, deep, cinnamony, yummy flavor that you're gonna really want from a pumpkin pie. The answer is, of course, a pie pumpkin. That's why they grow them. Now, of course, I save the seeds every year from when I pull it out, and the next day or two, I'm gonna go throw them in the garden and see what I can conjure up. So then, one little bowl, this is one pumpkin. That's all you get. But this will give you 2 pies. So it's pretty good. So then, where to go from here? Now, when you're carving a regular pumpkin, you want to cut them into, of course, chunks, probably no longer than this. Now you can go, of course, the whole size of the pumpkin, but this is just, of course, the bottom you can see there. And you take your peeler and you peel it. Now, of course, it takes kind of a lot of effort, and my arm is sore from 2 days of peeling 2 pumpkins. So, now, do you have to use all of this pumpkin in the next 2 days? Of course not. You know what's wonderful is to core it, to carve it, to roast it, and then freeze it. Because it turns into the kind of stuff you get in the can when you defrost it. It's great, and you already bought the pumpkin anyway. You might as well get your money's worth. Who knew? So there you go. So, I'm gonna show you a couple of different recipes to do with the pumpkin. I'm gonna kind of intersperse some other stuff because I've got that mac and cheese you guys keep demanding. And I have 3 versions now of mac and cheese that I'm gonna do a whole little episode on. Now, please understand, the caveman took the egg for lunch and for some get out of mama's hair time. So I'm gonna try to crank out as many videos as I can to show you guys some fall favorites. So stay tuned, but I'll see you in a bit. So this is the pumpkin episode. Look for the next thing.